What?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Phoenix Rising with What Team Comp. I am your host, the Uncommon Guru, and today we are in Dueling Peaks. After having gone back to Highvale, gotten paid your dues for what you are owed, and doing a little bit of shopping, getting some ideas for what you want. Realizing that right now some of it's a little bit above your price range, but that's life. And then choosing to go to Dueling Peaks to assist with the fact that here, and I will read the mission again. The mountains have had howling, both of the wind and some assailant who have caused several caravans to go missing. We request the assistance of adventurers to determine what this is and drive them off. You will be paid extra if you can bring the caravan goods or any identifiers of those lost, as we wish to send them to the Gold Arch Caravan Company so they can be compensated for their fallen. And as you guys were approaching into the Dual Peaks, one of the mountainside villages, right before then, one of you looked over into the distance and saw that there was a large figure moving about on the other mountain. Then you guys had arrived, spoken with the chief, and entered the village.
Hey, I wasn't here. Did I see that by any chance or no?
Roll a perception check.
You gonna do that for me?
How are you up there? How did you get up there?
Sounds like we were just talking about cats, and now all I'm doing is having flashbacks.
Meow.
A 23 would have seen it.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, you would have noticed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're in the nice little town now. We're in the place.
Yes. It's warmer in here.
And we. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
We saw the people who look like Mycelian, right?
Furbolgs?
No, you said there were like other ones that were not.
Void Keen, I believe?
Voidkeen, yes. They are not exactly like Mycelian, but
In fact, it's almost nothing like Mycelian except for the statue.
I was gonna say no
then?
one said that it looks like him, so
Oh,
no worries.
It was just big like him.
I just wanted it to be like that. Okay.
yeah, I feel that.
All right, Nikolai's gonna look out for like a place we could stay.
Oh yeah, that's probably good first priority. What time of day is it, by the way?
By the time you get there, it's just afternoon.
Okay.
I
So it's not that
imagine
late.
the cart's gonna kind of slow the fuck down once we get into the city because we reached our destination. So can Nikolai will hop out the side and look for an inn, maybe ask some people.
Mhm.
Can I investigate that, or is that like perception?
If you're speaking to people, it'd be a persuasion roll.
Can I try to perceive it and look
Do
on
you
my own?
want health?
What are you trying to
I'm just trying-
perceive?
An inn.
Oh, perception then.
The panic in Oz's voice
Oh,
was
no.
very apparent.
I got a natural 20!
Oh, dear.
There's one not too far from the entrance. I will type out the name of it.
Eyes dart to the nearest inn. Ah, yes.
Sababella's driving,
Nicol-
right? Or Juniper?
Both.
Okay. Nikolai's gonna tap whoever's closest to him on the knee, because he's like on the ground off the cart, and point over to the inn he sees. Over there.
Oh.
What are we here to do?
Hmm?
What are we here to do?
He was there, so we could just
was
like
there.
tell about a character.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much some creepy ass fucking shit is going down here where a bunch of merchants are disappearing and people are hearing howling. So they want us to figure out what's the cause of it and if we can find identifiers of the people who have gone missing. I don't know
Do we
how
have
to.
the page on us still?
The map?
Yeah. The one that tells us stuff.
Yes.
And it just tells you stuff that's nearby, right?
Yes.
He would repeat that word that he said when they first got the page in the weird language no one understands.
At the moment, nothing's still saying it's pretty static.
Okay.
I'll direct the cart towards the inn.
Okay.
I'm assuming that the inn that he spotted has a stable. If not, fuck.
With a natural 20, yeah. It's got the full setup.
Yay! Alright, we're gonna put the cart and the horses and the things in there.
I'm sorry, just the yay. It killed me a little. That was funny.
Yeah. I guess when we go in, how do we want to split rooms? Do we want to double up, make it cheaper, or?
Might as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Sil would rather get his own room, but if he has to, he will share.
It's the fun question of who has to room with my silly.
That sounds really ominous.
Right?
I was gonna say, like,
Don't sleep!
don't ask Grandma. She'll volunteer herself.
Oh, goodness.
Nikolai is just rocking back and forth on his feet, waiting for the other people.
I'm guessing Juniper and me wanna room up.
That's up to you. She's fine with
What time of
going
day
with
is it
you.
when we get here?
Afternoon.
Yeah, then I think we should
Wait.
just have a calm afternoon and then work.
Why are you
get to it
giggling?
tomorrow.
Why are you giggling? I don't trust that.
Because Butters asked the same question I asked earlier, that's all.
Okay, thank God. Look, man, I don't trust you anymore.
I'm currently in a house of 10
I love
people,
you,
okay?
but I
I'm
don't
trying.
trust. No, not you! Her!
No, that's Tutaru. I'm currently in a house of 10 people.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I'm gonna be like this until probably Monday or Tuesday.
Damn, rip.
In that
I'll still play
case-
D&D though. But yeah, go on.
Excellent.
Yeah, should we maybe just ask around town maybe a little bit about what's going on, or?
I personally think we should have a chill rest of the day, you know? Get a jump start tomorrow.
True, but we could casually talk to people.
I mean,
Still
the
have plenty of
people...
time.
Basically, people who want to chillax, and then other people can go investigate if they feel like they can get some good information for the day fully ends.
Yeah.
That's what I was figuring.
Mm-hmm.
Sil can pay for his own room. If that's
Okay.
It's alright.
How much are rooms, by the way?
Rooms are only 2 silver a room.
I appreciate this.
They're not super, high quality rooms, but
Oh, excuse me.
Alright.
Mind going to people. Or at least asking people that are in the inn right now. Like, I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, Lei just likes talking to people anyway, so she wouldn't mind.
And Juniper just tends to follow Lei, so...
Mm-hmm. In that case, first of all, let me take the 2 silver for the
Yeah,
room
right.
out of mine.
If someone's going into the city, Sababelle will come just so she can figure out what's going on with us a little better.
Would you like me to buy my own room?
Well, I'll certainly pay for you if you don't have the money.
No, I was asking, are we sharing? Or are we splitting?
Oh, did you want to room with someone?
It is best to conserve money, correct?
That's true, that's true.
But 2 silver ain't
Oh,
exactly
no, that
much.
wasn't a statement, man. That was a question.
2 silver ain't that much, so if you do want your own room, it's no big
I mean,
deal.
my answer still stands.
Yeah.
Well, would you like to room with me?
I have no real opinion on it.
Oh,
It's
alright,
more of when
let's do it.
someone's Would someone rather their room be cheaper?
I don't mind it being a little cheaper.
Okay, I'll share a room.
The paladin's
And he-
the one who's safest.
Finds us, and he takes us over and puts it.
Well,
I will put down a single silver.
It leaves Juniper, Nikolai, and Lay. And Mom.
oh, yeah, I was gonna say just
So
you and me will
Nikolai
probably
and
room
Mon.
up, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's that.
Oh yeah, there's an odd number of people anyway, so... This fortunate Sil wants to room with himself.
I'm telling you, man, one day we're gonna go into that room, he's gonna be like fucking plotting all sorts of shit.
Who?
I thought
Turns out Sil's the BBEG.
for a second, I thought you were going to say, like, we're going to walk into his room and he's going to be doing God knows what shit to him.
I mean, we don't know. We don't know what the hell he's doing.
We just don't know.
But anyway,
Yeah, I guess Lay will ask Juniper, what you plan on doing?
She holds up a book. Nothing important.
Which one? The book, I mean.
Celestial.
The what?
The big white book that she bought in the other town.
Ah, okay.
So literally nothing important.
She kind of nods then. She's like, well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and ask around a bit.
I'll come with you.
You sure?
Sounds good.
I'm sorry, I cut out. What's happening with the rooms? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, we're still discussing?
If you
No.
want, at this point, Sil's rooming with himself. I'm rooming with Mycelian, Juniper, and Leia rooming together, so that leaves you and Mon.
Great.
Mon waves politely.
Aw, Silly doesn't want a room. Silly's trying to keep to himself.
I mean, if he has to, he doesn't mind. It's just like, I don't know.
Nah, Nikolai will pay for room for himself. It's fine.
And
Where's
Mom.
Mom gonna go?
And Mom can come too. Mom can come too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, he'll pay for room for himself.
No,
Like, oh,
he's just a lizard. They're just a lizard.
My Mycelian will probably absolutely find you follow someone.
Probably ask what to what now?
Mycelian will probably absentmindedly follow someone.
Okay.
I love
Guru just roll a die, and that's who I follow.
Okay.
Better not be me.
I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh my
No,
ass
don't.
off.
Who is 5?
It is.
So he just keeps following Nikolai.
Nice.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you really did.
Alright, so I guess after we decide the rooms, Nikolai's gonna turn into the group and say, should we split up and talk to the townspeople?
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Maybe we should send someone who's a little bit more of a people person.
I am a people
If we're gonna
person.
split up with each team.
I am a people person. He gives a very.
Can I insight to
He
see
gives
if
a
my
smile.
Cillian is a people person?
Can I insight to see if he's joking or serious?
Right!
If he is joking, that would just prove that he's a people person, though.
That is true! That is true!
That's okay. Well, I guess Lay's not gonna.
Hold up! Where the fuck is my insight?
I'm not even gonna bother.
I
Not
am.
even gonna bother. I could actually roll better than some of these. Probably not. but I might be.
Do I need to roll something for this?
Are you
Roll
being
it.
honest?
Yo, if you're just being honest.
Then not you good.
He believes himself to be a people person.
Aw,
There you go.
that's great.
Junie will nod and just let him go about his business.
Out of character, I think he may have, like, he's one of the more charismatic of the group.
Yeah, 'cause he's the one who calmed down the sister in the first place. Like, he was the one who spent time with her.
So how are we splitting up? Two to a group?
I think 2 should be plenty.
Yes, should be fine.
Okay.
So,
Well, there's an odd number of people.
I don't think Mon's gonna be trying to question people anytime soon.
Mon is just like looks up at you and is just completely bundled up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Barely see their beady eyes poking out of
You
the
need to be
shadows.
carried?
Mon is courageous until he is not.
Exactly.
He saves
They
it.
are.
I can imagine Mon will go with Nikolai. As usual.
Yeah. He has been adopted. Okay, when should we meet back here?
An hour.
I'd say
Sundown.
maybe sundown, I think sounds reasonable.
Because by then, people are gonna be going to bed anyway, so it's not like we'll get much information.
Oh, baby, we're splitting up. We're gonna do some shenanigans.
We're gonna die.
Juniper, Leia, I assume you two are grouping together.
Actually, I was thinking maybe me and Bella Honey over here could get to asking some people. I think maybe why not Juniper and Nikolai pair up and or Nicol, that's right, she just calls him Nicol now.
That's right.
Doesn't Nikolai stop?
Yes. God, please, yes.
Doesn't Nikolai already have my Cillian though?
No, Mathillian wasn't going to say anything. You should go follow.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then Sil and myself. I think that might be fun paired ups, don't you think?
Junie's staring a hole in Lay's head.
Hang on. I'm gonna roll insight on that. not staring the hole in the head, but that's some fun pairing. So let's. That's a 14.
Blue Butters is trying to
That's
talk.
actually the same role I got in a different campaign just today on Insight.
What does my
Wait, what is-
Cillian want to do?
Marcellian just looks down at his partner.
I mean, with that insight, Madrino, I mean, she seems to mean it. I don't know what you expect.
All right.
I mean,
I think
guess...
he was inside to see if there's ulterior motive.
Oh, well, if it's more like that,
You know there are.
she seems to have a bit of a plan going on, but you're not sure what.
Tapping
Nikolai
the side of her
squints
head.
at Nikolai squints at her, but doesn't like. It's not worth questioning.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I don't know how much help I will be. I might just stay behind. People are scared of me usually.
You are quite a calming person when they get to know you, though.
Actually, oh wait, no, they saw me and Sil. They didn't react to him. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no.
Let us begin. Nikolai's gonna leave.
Oh, okay. What is it? What is it?
Oh, what? You speak so? God damn it!
Yeah, of course I do.
Wait, hold on. When Nikolai leaves, does my Cillian follow Nikolai?
That's a good question because he was told he would be with Bella, but he also chose beforehand to follow Nikolai. So what
he
does
was-
he?
No, you gotta understand. He didn't choose to follow anyone.
Oh, okay. He just absentmindedly did it. Okay.
He was
Lay
absentmindedly
told-
starting to, but he was assigned to Sil, so.
basically.
Nikolai will, despite walking away, will wait by the door for Juniper.
Here, Tyler, I'll just fucking whisper it to you.
I was gonna say, please.
I want to laugh at this. I want the
Lays
sauce,
old
Paris.
Hang on.
Whisper
No
to me
sauce for
too.
you.
Leia's just old reincarnated Joe.
Junie will walk to Nikolai.
I forget how this works. There we go.
Alright, well, I guess we're not gonna find anything outstanding around here.
We're off to the races, baby. Let's go. Let's get
Fucking
it.
liar!
Yeah,
What are
let's
we-
get going.
I guess we're gonna
Yeah,
switch
let's
between
go.
perspectives then.
Wait, hold on, Paris. You muttered something in Sylvan away. Well, guess who
Oh
understands?
yeah, that's right.
God damn you, elfin bastard!
Half elven.
I would like
But-
to know.
Alright, so fuck it, I'm just gonna say it out loud. She
Yeah.
said you're a much more conniving person than people give you credit for.
And then of course Layback was like, "Not sure what you mean, honey."
This all literally and figuratively went over Sabelle's head.
Just barely. Junie ain't that tall.
Tall enough.
Grr,
Yes.
grr.
Yes.
What languages do I speak?
I swear to God.
This would be really funny.
I
Someone's
don't think I
like
know
the-
Elvish.
The full
It's-
gambit.
Someone's like the most common
no.
exotic language.
Alright,
You speak Druidic?
yeah.
That sounds right.
Druidic isn't a spoken language.
I know.
Yeah. But yeah. So I guess we all split up.
Alright.
Mhm.
Who should we have go first?
Roll a d3.
I don't have a D3.
Hit.
Go, no,
Oh my
Guru, go
gosh.
from.
NPR.
Go, Guru, go.
Wait, what?
Did he say hit?
He said hit like he was fucking Battleship.
Yeah, that's what I thought!
I heard that NPR. I'm calling you out on that.
It doesn't matter.
Dead.
I just pulled battleships into our D&D game.
I was just waiting for that.
No,
Okay.
as soon as I heard it, I was like, this man.
I was hearing everything go
Dead.
normal, but no one realizes, and we're like, what? Okay.
Guru, shit, don't roll anything. Don't roll anything. Just go from who you think is going to be the most effective to least effective to most effective.
No, do what you want.
Yeah.
Leave it to chance.
Random chance is so much more fun.
No, I already rolled.
Who goes?
Who goes there?
So, ironically enough, I think that actually does technically. Okay, cool. So, Juniper's group.
Okay. I'm just being shoved to the front lines today.
I mean,
You're the frontliner!
details, semantics. So, you two head out. Is there any part of the village that you wanted to speak with or look through and such?
Well, if it's merchants being taken, then chances are that if there's a fucking, like, I don't want to say shopping center, marketplace, there we go,
Mhm.
then they probably at least saw the victim last.
Okay. Investigation or persuasion check, your choice. You can either make them separately to say you're speaking individually, or you can make them one with advantage.
I think I'm gonna give Paris advantage here.
A part of me wants to say that your charisma is probably better than mine.
What's your charisma?
Oh,
It's not that great, Paris. My charisma's not that good.
my persuasion modifier is a 2.
Mine is a -1.
Well, there we
Never
go.
mind!
I love the way that you broke this up. This is the best way. Please do things like this more often.
Late. They were like, okay, put at least one charismatic person in each group. Nah, that's not what just happened.
Yeah,
to
that
be
was
fair.
totally what she was doing. Strategic.
I know exactly what the fuck you were doing!
Okay, 21.
Oh,
You're able
nice.
to, speak with people. Most of the people here aren't merchants from like out of the village, but there are a few here who are. One of them actually, you don't actually meet them in the marketplace proper. You actually have to go to a more medical side of it, because they are being treated for a broken arm and broken leg, as well as a head injury.
Oh, this person is a survivor then.
He's a survivor, yes.
Oh yeah, we're going for that guy. Get his ass.
No! Oz!
Very appropriate for a -1 modifier.
Yeah.
Fucking hand. You're gonna have to fucking handcuff the barbarian to a fucking
No, Nicholas has a
radiator.
very like brisk, kind of intimidating walk. See,
Junie will kind of like put her hand on his arm. Can't reach his goddamn shoulder.
Yeah.
That-
Walks up to him, slap him on the back, breaks his back.
I don't.
Did you say she can't touch Nikolai's shoulder? Can she not touch Mycelian's elbow?
No. She's like
Wait, just-
5'4".
the scene play
You
out.
can touch his
please.
elbow.
Yeah.
No, without
yeah.
looking horribly ridiculous. Anyway,
Anyways,
What?
just gonna give you guys the bullet points of what you're able to get from him, because he's gonna straight up tell you he doesn't know what hit them, what happened, besides a rock.
a rock.
Well, he says that he looks like really like sheepish about it, and then the person who's tending to him explains that he was found under the rock.
Ooh.
So if it just popped up out of nowhere, it was probably thrown at you.
Kinda
Can you
gives, like, a
tell
half
me-
shrug.
Do you have any idea? And I'll pull out a map. Do you have any idea where you were at the time this happened, or is that still a blur?
He like looks at it for a second, and the doctor will be able to assist you much better than them, because they actually were one of the people who went out and gotten them, and will point that it is more towards the north and west, more towards the other mountain.
Is that where I saw the guy?
More in that direction, yes.
Is
Can I-
where is in the direction I saw the large creature.
That might be our thing. Can I look over his, or excuse me, can I look over his body to see if he has any more injuries other than, pure blunt force damage?
Medicine check.
Can Oz assist me?
I want to do that too. I got a +4.
Butters.
Also, you can both roll them individually, unless
Yeah.
unless you're both proficient.
I'm
not.
proficient.
Yeah.
I am not.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm not proficient.
Yeah.
I thought I
Did
was.
my name get said?
Yes.
You. How tall is Mycelian?
Hey Guru, how tall was Mycelian?
Better is how
God.
tall is Mycelian.
It's on the sheet.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I asked.
That's
Jesus
double
H
checking.
Christ.
8'3".
Yeah.
Tall.
Oh, yeah. You can
Big man.
definitely reach his elbow.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Your head is about level with his elbow.
Anyway.
This doctor is doing an amazing job with their work, but I mean, maybe they could, change the bandages. I mean, you can't actually see if there's any blood on them.
Nikolai's gonna ask the doctor that. Was it only blunt force damage?
Except for where their bones pierced out of their skin.
God, I've never heard Toru make that noise.
Thank you for this information. Very useful.
Of course.
Okay. He looks down at Juniper.
I
What
think
now?
that's about all we're gonna get. Let's see if we can find someone who saw who he was traveling with.
He looks at the doctor again. Do you know if
Yes,
they were...
when you say that and you look back to him, like where a person like pulls their bottom lip and jaw just like back, like.
I'm gonna guess
Oh.
you are the sole survivor.
We haven't found the rest
Ugh.
of their group. We're holding out hope.
Nikolai
We
leans
haven't
down.
Found them.
Nikolai leans down to Juniper's ear. I think they are dead.
Just, how, when someone says something that you just have to not react to, so you just close your eyes for a few seconds to center yourself. That's all she does. Okay. We thank you very much for your time, Mr.
Oh, the doctor?
Yeah.
Both.
Both, I guess.
By the way, the doctor, tall.
Do I know what he is?
Yeah, what is he?
I mentioned some of them to you guys the other day. He is the
Void.
Void King.
Oh, okay.
Does he look like Mycelium that much?
Why are you
Not
stuck
really.
on this?
Oh, okay. Still a mystery. Alright.
You're not gonna find anyone that looks like you. I'm telling you now, not in this area specifically. I'm telling you this now.
We're gonna have to go to the fucking Underdark to have a chance and clean up what feel like.
The doctor's
What?
name is Juline.
Julian.
Okay. Let's go.
She'll kind of give like a very short bow for heading out.
Nikolai just leaves.
Oh, that's...
They give a little half wave, like a little wave, and then kind of watches the, Nikolai leaves and kind of looks back to you. Thank you for stopping by to check and for taking this. If you do find any more of their compatriots, I would appreciate if you brought them here so we can try and identify anything we can.
Is he saying that to Nikolai?
He's saying that to you. I say watch Nikolai leave and then turn back to you.
Oh!
So he's looking at you, Junie. No worries.
I'm sitting there like, he knows! Hide! It's no trouble. I mean, it's only the right thing to do. Besides, we have to make sure that he makes full recovery. Can't end his career here.
I should hope not.
NPR, I hate you so much. I looked over and lost composure. If you need anything, I'll be saying it. I'll give him the end name. I'll be staying there. Don't be afraid to ask for me, alright?
The Frosty Wake. They have a very interesting drink choice. I'm not sure if outsiders would like it per se, but it is certainly worth seeing, of course. Especially if you like sweets.
I've already drank Dwarven Ale, simply labeled this stuff. I think anything will choke me less than that.
Oh no, it's not something that will choke you. Please, we're simple mountain folk, but we've found a brew. It's not actually a alcoholic beverage, but we've found a way to grind up ice and put it together with this brew to make a delightfully sweet drink.
Did they make snow cones?
Right, I was about to say.
You'll have to find out at the end.
Sounds wonderful. I'll be sure to try it. Thank you for the recommendation, Mr. Julian? I don't know if I'm saying that right, I'm sorry.
Juline.
Julian, okay, I'm sorry. I'm Juniper.
A pleasure.
I'll head out to find Nikolai. I'm sure he's sitting by the door because he's a gentleman.
Yeah, he probably is.
Alright. So, now we have I'll use the D4 again. Get used to play with my new toy. This dice box. Listen,
Yes, good.
this is an amazing toy, and I'm allowed to love it. I love this
Please
box 'cause
enjoy it.
They're
Yeah.
it's not gonna go off the table anymore. My
Yeah.
Roll too hard.
my players are so
Right.
good to me. They got me D&D based gifts, and they got me a dice box, so I don't have to worry about freedom anymore. They'll all just be in the box.
As Ben said, however, unless you roll too
Yes.
hard, which, I mean,
Yeah,
with your
which-
enthusiasm.
Listen, I can be very enthusiastic as much as I need and want. But that being said, Sill's group is next,
No.
which I believe was Sill and Mycelium.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
So,
Mm-hmm.
where would you guys have wanted to search about?
Technically, they both have Syl in the name.
This is true.
Silty.
Syl Team 6.
Oh my god!
I don't get it.
Don't worry, it's fine.
What places are there in this town?
Essentially, it's not a huge place. It's only a village, but it's still large enough that you can have your basics from leather workers, blacksmiths to marketplace, all sorts of different places. And you would know that the tannery has more of an outlying section to it because tanning smells something fierce. So that actually had an area above the actual village proper, but the tanner has a shop inside town.
Okay. Was it said that these caravans were trade caravans or just people?
In the notes that you received, it only stated caravans. It just said that several caravans have gone missing. The main thing that you received from them was the name of the company, which was the Gold Arch Caravan Company.
Okay. Do I know what they are? Given my background.
Given your background, yes, I'd say roll a history check.
Oh, I'm proficient in that.
I'm sorry, just the way that you delivered, like, oh, I'm proficient in that, yes. The Gold Arch Caravan Company is known for trying to traverse in caravan to as many places as possible. More recently, they've been trying to figure out ways to find a stable method of interdimensional trade, essentially expanding business to all people in all forms of life, because why not? Main issue with that being that unless there's a solid portal that has been grounded, a portal might open up and then just be gone within who knows how long. They are pretty reasonable as far as you've heard. A few people do, be like, "Oh man, they're lying, cheating. They're cheating us out of our jobs. We're good, hardworking people, and these caravanners, they're bringing in goods from other people, from out of country and such." But you didn't really pay too much mind. I mean, you got what you needed, and you were taught what you needed, and everything seemed to be going well.
So they're a trade company.
Yes.
Okay.
They do all sorts of trading.
I will go to the market unless Mycelium has a suggestion.
Nah.
Alright.
He looks kind of not timid, but
Withdrawn.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll head to the market then.
Anything specific you're wanting to look for?
Well, I'll just be asking around some of the merchants, asking if some of their trade has gone sort of awry recently, if any of their, supplies or something have arrived.
Mm-hmm. I'd say roll a persuasion check, with advantage if Mycelium is helping.
He put on a big smile.
Does that help, Guru?
It does actually help, yeah.
Okay.
Amazingly enough, as much as Mycelium's like, I'm not sure how much I'm actually doing good here. As weird colored and compared to other furbolgs around here, everyone else just seems to kind of look at him and be like, I mean, he's a strange furbolg, but he's a furbolg, and so they just kind of seem to just accept him as he is at the moment.
He's the equivalent of an albino furbolg in some people's eyes.
Essentially, yeah, that's actually a very good. That's actually a very good way of thinking of that. Yeah, he's just a funny looking furbolg. He's just just a little bit albino. That's all. Nothing.
Just a little bit albino.
With the 16, as you speak to them, they will consider and eventually inform you that their trade's going down more than they'd like, admittedly. Because obviously if they're not getting people actually bringing in trade, they're not able to sell things back to them to bring back to other people to trade and actually have a cycle of trade. So it is hurting them economically. They're still able to thrive as a village and they're not hurting too much at the moment. But it is lowering morale, especially since one of the things that they were supposed to be bringing was a new supply of books that some of the kids were wanting to, get their hands on and such. And right now they have not received it for the last 3 months. They were late. They do say that they were late at first, but when all this started coming down was when they started trying to bring them, and well, they haven't arrived. Excuse me.
Okay. He will ask if they are aware of the. Well, I mean, I have to be aware of the disciplines. He'll. What will he ask?
My uterine Priscillians is starting to cough a bit more than normal. It's more frequent, I should say.
Okay. He'll turn and ask if Massillion's alright.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He turns back to the merchant and he'll ask, are there any other items that are missing?
Ale. Big supply of that was coming in from the south, but I'd say that's one of the ones that we really noticed being fully missing. Like the whole cart and everything was just gone. And of course, there was a few animals that were brought or were supposed to come here as well, and they're just again gone. Come to think of it, there was a couple, herds of bighorn sheep that had been lazing around the area, and we've seen a lot less of those lately too.
Okay. Have you ever received message from potential survivors or from people out on the road that have come back?
There was a person who's being taken care of by a Dueling medical hut down the way. They found someone. He'd been partly crushed by a rock. It was near where there are some landsides that could be possible. More so on the other mountain. Other mountain has a lot more treacherous areas and stuff, but it gets you around the mountain a little bit faster if you actually go that way, especially if you're coming from the more western areas. If you're coming from the south like yourselves, coming just straight here is the fastest way to get here. Otherwise, there's a couple mountain ranges more to the west that makes it a lot harder to come from anywhere other than directly from the more northern side of the mountain range to the west. It's annoying, but it's what we got.
So you're saying it was probably an avalanche or something?
Or something, yeah.
Hmm.
Well, at least that's the running theory.
Oh, you don't have much confidence in it then?
No, it's just that I keep hearing my little girl just constantly being like, no, it's a big scary monster that's trying to gobble up everyone in the village. It's kids.
Trying to have
She said.
Sorry, say again?
Does she claim to have seen it?
No, she's a kid. She thinks that she knows everything at this age.
She sounds very sweet.
She is. Bright, but jumps a little further ahead than she actually really knows. You know what I mean? Well,
Yeah.
got kids of your own?
Not myself, but
Family
well, I know kids, and yes, family. Yes.
Yeah.
Mike Tilly shakes his head to both questions.
I get it.
What?
Pause. What?
Continue.
Continue.
What's happening?
Are you saying kids?
Yeah, If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I'm not really sure.
Wait,
how
I'm
much
not on the
I
roll
can-
20. What just happened?
Hold on.
We'll explain in a
Okay,
minute.
sorry.
Yes, I'll get to you in a second. No worries. I'm not ignoring you. Just moving forward for just a moment. But yeah, any other questions? I'll see what I can do. Of course.
Have I assume some people travel to this location?
Of course. It's not. This isn't the most touristic sort, except for further up the mountains. You would come here to stay and lodge, but there's a hot spring up the mountains in a cave system. Keeps you from getting too cold, and it's wonderful to just relax in.
Okay. Have you noticed if there are less people around?
Besides us, and because we've had the issues with the caravan company, yeah, we've had less people coming through.
I didn't mean locals, more just
Other
tourists.
people. No, I did get what you meant. That's fair.
Well, that's about it from me. Do you have anything, Masilda? Butters. Butters, where are you?
He might have to hold on for it.
Yeah, he's with fam and such, so they might be trying to garner his attention. Butters, you still here?
Yeah.
Oh, there you
Was
are.
there any other questions you had for?
Nah.
And also, just to catch you up, just real quick on what you missed. When asking about kids and such, when Syl said no, Oz was like, he's about to.
Oh.
Oz. Oz. Are you there? Are you saying that Nikolai and Syl should have kids? Just clarifying.
I'm not sure if she's saying specifically Nikolai.
It wasn't specific.
Yeah,
Okay.
not specific.
It
Could be
Okay.
Nikolai.
I'll
Could
keep
be
that.
someone else.
I'll keep that in my notes.
Oh.
So that leaves Sababella's group with Lay.
Yeah, okay. So.
Watch when they just go to the hot springs and just don't even ask anyone.
Yeah, right?
We don't know
Just
about
to
it.
Go relax. I guess Lay will turn to Sababella and be like, "Alright, Bella, who do you think we should talk to?"
Did we discuss who we were going to be talking to before we left?
We sure didn't.
Nope.
No. So we have
Judging
no
by
idea.
the directions they walked, though, I figured we'll just avoid wherever they walked over.
They
Right,
both went to the
okay.
marketplace from the sound of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so where else is there besides the marketplace?
There's the different crafting entities like the blacksmith and the tannery, which again, the tannery is outside of the village, but there is a tanner's place for like where they've set up shop to sell their goods. 'Cause,
Right,
again,
right.
The tanning process, stinky.
Right.
Which, granted, that's more so just actually the tanning process. That's just how it works.
Right.
You get used to it.
There's
Always talk to the tavern people, too.
yeah,
Tavern owner and
people
stuff.
there.
Yeah, the taverns and the tannery folks seem good because I feel like they would either hear from folks coming out, like the tavern people, or be around out and about themselves, like the tanner people.
Oh, yeah, the tannery. You're right, that's a good idea.
Which you want to start with?
I'm good with either.
Okay. Guru, which is closer?
You're at the inn.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
I thought we
I-
left. I thought we went to the crossroads or something.
I mean, you guys made the decisions and such from the sound of it in the inn.
Okay,
And so
let's
you
go.
guys left from the inn. Or, in your guys' case, from the sound of it, it sounds like you guys are staying at the inn.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I tried to make sure my tone didn't sound like a Yodoi. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
you might have thought that was a little bit different, but I'm like, you're at the inn. That's how I pictured this. Did I picture it wrong?
Mm. Okay.
Lay
Then-
and Sabby are going to talk to either the inn folk or the tannery people.
Can we talk to both?
Do we
I'll
have time
say
for both?
I'll say a short conversation with the people in the inn.
Yeah,
and
that's
the
fair.
tannery people. You can't fully have both. You can't be like poking everyone, trying to rustle
Well-
everyone up. I'd say
We can talk to the tannery people. Tavern will be open later.
That's true. That's true.
So tannery people it is.
all right. Yep. No need to really roll too much to find it. If you ask about, you guys will be directed towards it. When you enter inside, there's a mildly grouchy looking. How do I describe this person? Imagine Paul Bunyan if Paul Bunyan was a furbolg.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So he's got a
Flannel
beard on
shirt.
top of the. He's got a beard on top of the fur.
Yeah. Flannel shirt with overalls. He's just thick-armed,
Nice.
bushy beard.
If Vidric was tall,
Anyway.
He has more curly hair than Beardrick's straight hair, but kind of, he kind of there's like a slight like lift of their posture when you enter. They kind of look you all over and then slowly kind of like let their posture relax. You looking to buy?
what are you buying?
Lay's gonna glance at Bella.
Did you want me to do the talking?
If you'd like.
Alright.
Out of character, you do want to give me advantage.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Hello, sir. My name's Sababella. We're recent visitors to your fine city here. We actually had a couple questions if you got the time.
Time's what I got. Materials what I need.
I think that might actually be part of the problem we're asking about. See, we've been sent over here to try and figure out what's been going on with all the strange attacks been going on.
You mean the caravan's going missing?
Yeah, that's right. We figured, being outside the city, out in the wilderness, the town folks might have a decent idea of what's going on, or perhaps might have seen something.
We've got trappers who bring in hides to make sure that we keep our business up and about, but much like the caravans, we haven't heard hide nor hair of a number of them in a while. Which is a bit frustrating. You can see he's actually like literally talking through his teeth a bit.
I can understand that. I'm a metalsmith myself, and if suddenly my supply of metal got absconded with, or the caravan that usually brings it in suddenly disappeared, I'd be right angry about it.
To say the least, I'd imagine.
To be sure.
Smithy actually has been missing some of their materials too. Although, to be fair, there was supposed to be some other people from the other mountain who were supposed to bring up some of the metals there. Something about new vein they found. Good metals. 1 second. Should I go you, or you? Let's go you. Don't remember what exactly kind of metal was. Smithy would have been able to tell you that better.
Well, that's fair. And I suppose no one's heard from them either.
I heard there was some kind of cave-in that supposedly happened around a month back, around about when, well, actually a bit after the caravan started having their issues and such, but at least that's my understanding of things.
And this cave-in, did it involve some sort of tunnel that connects the two communities?
That's why we're not able to just go between them, them right now. Granted, it's
So
only part of the area, but it's big enough that the collapse will still take time to actually sort out and restructure, so we're not just having it cave in again and again and just put a hole in the ground.
Sababella is like slightly stroking one of her sideburns. She thinking.
She thunking.
Oh, thanks, Aaron. I appreciate what you've been saying, sir. Thank you very much.
And you, what was your name again?
She sticks out her hand.
Sababella Hammermental at your service. That's a bit of a mouthful, I understand. Most people just call me Bella.
Thank you, Miss Hammermantle, right?
That's right.
Thank you, Miss Hammermantle. I appreciate it.
I'm just trying to help.
You're doing good. We appreciate it. More than we can say.
Whenever do you get your name? She's asking for.
No, I know.
Okay.
I'm typing
He's
it out
looking for
because-
that name.
No, I wanted to type it out to make sure you guys could actually.
Ah, thank you.
My name is Wunderval.
It's a right tough name there.
Trust me when I say that, as tough as I am, I have a soft spot every now and then.
She smiles.
No,
She's
no.
not gonna comment on this. She's gonna let that lay for now.
Oh, yeah, he's just grinning.
Gonna let that travel, eh?
Yeah, she's not gonna go into that right now.
If you ever find hides and you're wanting to actually get some goods made with it, I'd certainly be happy to oblige and assist as well as I can. At the very least, we can help with the preparation. Scraping all the incompatible parts off is arduous work, but it's good work. Honest labor.
And you get your own materials?
We try to. Like I said, we've got some trappers out who hunt and make sure everything is kept situated and in order as best they can.
Yeah, I heard them talk about anything weird out there lately, have they?
Mostly the howling, the winds, and whatever else may be. It's growing stronger is the strange thing. That howling of the wind. Say it's coming from the northern peak, but it was coming through the tunnels before it collapsed. At least that's what they say. I'm not a miner. Right, strange thing. It shouldn't be having wind in the tunnels. Right on, strange.
It does sound peculiar. Have I heard of anything like this before?
Not off the top of your head.
Okay, that is weird. Well, you've been real helpful.
I do my best to do so. Thank you, Miss Lay. Miss
She nods and smiles.
Miss Bella, if you prefer that.
Whatever is easiest for you, Mr. Prince.
And if we had any more questions, we could come by again?
Of course. We wouldn't expect you to stay out in the cold if you have a place where you can warm up and get answers at the same time.
How old is this guy? How old does he look?
You can't tell with furballs. It's hard.
Yeah.
It is hard, isn't it?
He
It's
not like
seems
elves.
old. Yeah, he seems a bit older, but you're not sure by how much. He's definitely a mature, a more mature adult.
Well, I guess I'll just be like, well, we're staying in the Frosty Wake Inn for now if you ever need us.
I'll keep that in mind.
This guy! Is he totally trying to flirt or not?
You can't tell. You can't tell.
Is there an
Unless-
insight I can do for that?
Unless.
I mean, you can certainly try.
I'm gonna try to. I'm probably not gonna get anything. But
Is it just in my head? Am I going
I'm
crazy?
gonna try. Oh shit!
Yeah!
Lay, he seems to be. I mean, there's definitely undertones, but maybe you're just forcing it as overtones, and you're just maybe Savvy. He's doing business. Granted, there are undertones of flirtation there.
I can understand both. I can respect that.
He is trying to, be respectful. He understands that your adventure is here on business. But since you're also here on business, that means that once business is completed, you'll have time. You're not tied down by anything. You have time.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Can Bella tell if he's more interested in me or her or what?
It's definitely not me, I guarantee you. I'm sure I can tell that.
His age is hard to tell, apparently. So, and Bella's older than she seems.
What's my 20 good? Is he actually
He seems to be
interested in me?
laying it out generally.
General.
Oh.
Aw. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. Okay.
How tall is this guy?
Tall.
Taller or shorter than Mycelian?
Maybe a few inches, give or take, on Mycelian.
Damn.
Mycelian's not here to actually compare.
Of course, I have to mind eye him next to the guy.
Cillian is already heavily above the average.
Doesn't Mycelian kind of hunch over normally anyway?
Yeah, he's even taller.
Which is why I'm saying it might be a little above, a little below. You're not 100% sure, but it might just be because he hunches.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then I guess our
We will
business
bid
is
him
done.
adieu.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the way
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
on the way back to the inn, Lay is more quietly gonna talk to Bella and be like, "How you like the look of him?"
Well, he seemed like a right honest man.
Oh, who left? Sorry, did you leave?
No.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I was like,
It was me. I was me. I realized that I couldn't be heard. That entire scene, I was screaming, and I'm kind of glad I wasn't able to be heard. I was squealing. That was good.
What happened?
All right, so we, Lay and Isabella talked to a gentleman who works at where the tannery sells their stuff, not the actual tannery, because tannery business.
Yeah.
And he was telling us about how the caravans haven't been coming in, and he hasn't been getting any supplies, and how even the metalsmiths were having issues not getting supplies.
I heard that stuff, but
Okay, right.
yeah. I believe
Wait.
it's when you were gonna say goodbye or something.
Oh wow, you heard you didn't miss much at all then.
Yeah.
So
Paris was just saying
basically-
that she had been muted and that she was squealing the whole time.
Oh, Okay.
Did you
so-
get? Did
so
you get?
nothing happened before that?
Did you get the insight checks?
And probably not. No.
Okay, cool. So it seemed like the dude was flirting with either Bella or Lay, and we were trying to figure it out. And I rolled high enough to figure out that the dude was kind of flirting with both of us.
He's just laying it on thick.
He doesn't
So
know if
now-
he's interested in him, so he's just gonna be like, look, whichever one
He's
wants to
covering
buy.
all his bases.
Yeah, he's a big man, Paris. He can cover a lot.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what does Bella say again?
Oh, he seemed like a right nice gentleman. Quite informative. He didn't know anything about the cave and didn't mention anything about that. Didn't mention anything about another community trying to get some limit law they got. And some kind of new vein. That's interesting. Always good to know about that. And it
See-
also seemed like he was talking about something else besides just the mission.
That's the impression I was getting. Did you want to go ask him for more questions later?
That depends on how the rest of the day goes, I suppose. But I wouldn't be opposed to it.
All right, honey. Just have fun if you do. Let me know how it goes.
I will.
She just smiles.
Next thing you know, Granny gonna slip a pink condom in your fucking pocket.
Right. Right.
Alright, that's it. She just needed to verify if she was interested.
So you all meet back up at the inn.
Mm-hmm.
Mon is over by the fireplace.
Let me
Sure, he's not in the fire.
He's not in the fire. He is not fireproof. Or they are not fireproof.
Yeah, anyway.
There is a bard of sorts playing drums. Just
Excuse me.
just casually playing the drums for you guys as you enter for the entire
Casual bongos.
kind of.
Is he good?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Continue.
Nice.
Oh, is he? Good.
Yeah.
Alright, well, what do y'all figure out?
Well, not a lot, but a juggling. Guitar is a little squeaked.
Go ahead, continue.
We found a wounded man. His caravan was crushed by a big rock. He was the only survivor.
How big was the rock?
Big rock.
Big enough.
And they were attacked in the area where I saw that big creature before. I assume that area will be worth inspecting.
Don, I have a question.
Hmm.
You go ahead.
Would I know what local to this area might be big and strong enough to hurl a boulder?
It's me.
Ironically, that was going to be one of my questions.
I'd say roll a general intelligence check.
Do I get it
I'm good.
because I have the book?
Thing I saw in the distance. Does it look, if I, could that thing throw it?
What?
The thing I saw in the distance, you said.
Yeah,
Could that thing throw a boulder?
almost certainly.
Do I have advantage since I have the book?
I'll say that if you're referencing it, then yes, you would have advantage.
So when I reference it, I don't know shit about mountain peaks. Woo!
Natural 20.
Yo.
Nice, nice. There are a few things that come to your mind. NPR, you're thinking of things like ogres and Ogrillions, of course. They're offspring of ogres and orcs and like. Orcs likely aren't on that list. As big as they are, they wouldn't be throwing rocks big enough to actually hurt a man like that.
I want to meet the one that does. Shit.
There are certain other types of
Right in the
giants.
campaign, okay.
I'm sorry, say that again, NPR. You're kind of a little muddled.
Khalil's in the campaign, you know.
Giants also come to mind. In this kind of area, some hill giants maybe, but they'd have to actually bundle up, which means they'd have to actually, have thought through and not just frozen their toes off. Frost giants as well. Paris, you also think of a few other creatures. In terms of big enough, like you look through and there's a few that you're like, ooh, no. But then you realize, wait, no, they can't actually throw boulders. So maybe not. Okay, moving on to more towards the back. There's one creature that does stand out besides the ones that you read through. Like, again, ogres and giants, people like that can do that, obviously. Potentially the other one that you're able to look up and find is yetis.
Oh.
Yeti.
Snowy Bigfoot.
What's
Is the official
Yeti?
term.
Wait, Gerd. I know what you know.
She hasn't said it
okay.
yet.
Oh, I thought that groan is because she was like thinking and then said Yeti. Sorry.
No.
That's
That
her
was.
internalizing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, you can see her face contort.
Whoa there, lass. What's the matter?
Oh. Hey. She closes the book. Oh. Then she reopens it.
Alright.
Okay.
What you
So
got?
I have a. I don't want to say primary suspect, and she'll turn the book around to show the picture of the Yeti.
Well, look at the size of that furry son of a gun.
Is
Yeah, I
this
should have
what,
known. I should have known he'd react like that.
this what we looking after?
He's a
Maybe?
good 15 feet tall. Love me like an absolute snowball, he could. That is if I don't take him at the knees first.
You might kill Jack.
Interesting.
I'm talking about this one.
I'm pointing at the Yeti.
I know you are. I mean, like the last story that you told me.
Yes! Well, no, because the fur might make it a little more difficult. Get them back.
That's one of my concerns.
I assume we should go out there tomorrow to deal with whatever they are.
Well, Don,
Me.
I'm assuming this gives like a. Ew. I'm assuming this gives like a general, like, ecology info tips, yada 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 of the Yeti.
Very,
the Hunger
very
Notes.
basic stuff.
Would I? And I'm pulling like a question from another campaign because I remember what you said back then. Does it happen to tell me about the thing of how they appear right before avalanches?
Yes, that is mostly a. Again, that's not like a full-on. This is a factual thing. But
It's a story myth
A
Yes.
superstition.
potentially thing. Cause thank you. I couldn't remember the word.
no worries. Yes, that is a superstition that it does mention.
Does it
She's-
mention anything about the whistling? Because remember we heard a whistling noise while we were approaching in the
Does it?
mountains. Yeah, no, does it? Yeah.
No, that's what.
The book does not. The book does not tell you
Ah.
about a whistling noise. It
Okay,
does,
so that might be unrelated.
it does mention that they have like a bellowing, roar. The other creatures that I mentioned can do some of the same, but I mean, you haven't heard
This is
this
the prime
howling yet. This is a This is a prime suspect. Yes, it's like cut of the loin, looking at it like, yep, that could that'd be one dangerous
Maximilian looks.
side to be.
Maximilian looks to start paying attention to what's happening. Oh, he's looking at a book.
Yes?
Yeah, it's got some big son of a gun that we think might be causing all the trouble.
He squints at the book.
No, it's
No,
only...
don't know what that is.
It's a Yeti. It's only one of the potential things in this book. This book has way too many. But it's one of the best ideas that I can get from this, because I'm from grasslands. I don't know this kind of thing.
Do I know this kind of thing, Guru?
I don't
Yeah,
think I know this kind of thing, but
I was
don't
gonna
have-
say, can I?
Most of you wouldn't. I'd say Lay, you could, but you haven't been around here too much. I'd say you can roll it with disadvantage.
Nikolai's kind of a northern
history?
boy, isn't he?
Yeah. Even
Guru,
with
did you see it? Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, even with your background, Oz. Too many people.
Oof! Oof! Look at that! Look at that!
Yeah.
You
well,
would
he
know
said
too much about
disadvantage.
this area.
With
Okay.
the high perception check I rolled earlier, did I see a coloration of the shape?
Mostly browns, which look
I'd-
to be not like not natural. Did not look to be natural browns.
What do you mean?
Like clothes?
Possibly.
The thing I saw in the distance that was quite large was wearing clothing.
Perhaps
wear
a
clothing.
giant, then. I suppose it doesn't matter what it is. We will have to kill it in the end.
Or scare it away.
If it's sentient, try and convince it. Well, sentient's wrong word.
Hmm.
If it's willing to listen.
That's the indicator. Something can be smart enough to understand you, but if it doesn't want to take the time to listen to what you got to say, it doesn't even
It
make
means
sense
we're gonna
trying
get
to
a big
talk.
ass boulder on the face.
Well, only if you don't get out of the way in time.
I don't move fast.
Mm. Plus, I got shorter legs than you do. You have a better chance of it than I do.
So does that mean I should just pick you up and run?
No, that'll just slow you down. I probably just hit the ball there.
So, like, what?
I love the idea that Sappy just like fucking kicks Judy out the way, fucking shoulder barges the fucking boulder.
Out of character, I'll just shield bash it and knock it prone.
Knock the boulder prone.
Fuck this boulder in particular.
As you guys are talking, Mon waddles over.
At some point in this conversation, Mycelium goes into a coughing fit for a second.
Mhm.
I'll pat him on the back.
I like
You're right,
reach
honey.
over and I take 5 points of that good lay on him. I don't know what the fuck's going on with him, but I'll give him a little of that.
It
Yeah.
cures his
I
depression.
think you have to specify if you're trying to cure a disease or poison or something.
You can touch it. Never hit. Hit a creature, drop power in the pool. There's a certain number of hit points.
I'm not sure if it's the sort of thing where it's like, if you have it, it cures it automatically.
Matt, I thought you were about to say, so I used Divine Sense.
Why, but should I do that?
Yeah, because you're using a
Reason to.
class. Do you have a reason to?
Not yet.
Then lay off, bitch.
You can't say that when Ringen's whole thing was, I'm calling bluff.
I mean, yeah, he can.
You can. I'm not saying you can't.
Um,
Sure, use it.
yeah, Lane's
yet.
also
Go
gonna
for
be
it,
like,
man.
Not yet.
yeah. Oh.
Soon.
Lay's also gonna be like, you alright, honey? Like,
Nods.
looking at him.
He nods.
Can I get a good look at his face or something?
I mean, you're shorter than him.
Yeah, right. I can, right?
Quick question. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
He's looking down.
Do I know if when I try and do this, if it works or not?
What?
Do I know if when I try and lay on hands someone, if it works or not? I don't know if they if the body accepts it or if it rejects it.
Not specifically.
I thought you would because with spells you know. Like if Cure Wounds doesn't work on a dead body,
Because
you know
it
it doesn't.
says that it has no effect on specific types of creatures.
Mhm.
So would I know if it did or did not affect a creature based on it leaving my body?
That I'd say you'd have an idea.
Okay. Does it affect Mycelium?
His body seems to receive it.
Okay, good to know.
Ass.
Hey, man. I was just trying to be helpful.
Looking.
Did you try removing poison or something?
No, it's just a disease.
Oh, disease.
Mycelium, you do feel a little bit better. Your lungs seem to take in a bit more air.
Does it?
Yeah.
It's not a disease, but yeah.
No, I
Just
know.
imagine if my CVA gets worse.
Wait, Tara keeps trying to say something.
That Tara finished
Yeah,
before.
sorry.
Looking at him, is there a medicine check I could do or something to see if I can figure out what might be wrong with him?
Sure.
I'll try, but I'm not
Nikolai is gonna look at my Cillian and say, "What is wrong with you?" I'm gonna just ask.
Damn.
Just from what you can tell, probably has something irritating either his throat or lungs. Maybe something in his mouth, that's causing the coughing fit. But you would need to ask him to, be willing to check him out further if you wanted to actually figure out more on that.
Okay. I might do that when we're not in the middle of discussing things then.
Now, what did he get asked?
He asked what's wrong. Nikolai asked what's wrong with him. Are you sick?
I don't believe so.
He's fine.
I can take a better look at you later.
Mind if I help?
Of course. I guess it's up to Mycelium.
You mind if I help her?
I mean, I'm not sick. I know that.
Something's bothering your lungs, at least.
Of course. And his emotions do not change while saying,
Well, we could still have a checkup later. Just to be safe.
Who knows? We might find something else.
definitely find something, most likely.
Not foreboding at all.
Okay. So what is our plan?
Sil is probably through his third drink by this point.
Oh my god!
He's drinking.
Oh my goodness.
You see, my idea would be we could go to where I saw that weird entity on the mountain, possibly, and go from there, maybe.
Yes. Tomorrow, perhaps?
Tomorrow will be best
You
bet.
also probably ought to mention there was some sort of cave-in earlier this month, a little after the caravan started to disappear. Apparently there's a smithy in the other community. They were bringing over some metal ore to try and help out the smithy over here. But when the cave-in happens, it stopped any transportation of it, and they're trying to get it cleared up, but it does seem a bit coincidental.
I wouldn't mind trying to check that out if we have some time tomorrow.
I'm down to try.
Could be interesting. I heard there's a spring. There's a hot spring actually, about slightly up the mountain.
Please don't tempt me.
Is there? They say it was
Obviously,
real
we won't
nice?
be going there.
Oh.
No.
Wait, he says what?
He says, "Well, obviously we're not going there now, but perhaps after this." is done."
Not at this moment, no.
What are you
Once
guys
we're done with our
questioning
business.
Sil for?
Hot springs.
I want to go.
Hot Springs episode.
Bring it.
So two.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
Hot Springs to Electric Boogaloo.
You say this like you can't have more than one Hot Springs episode. We're not anime. We can do what we want.
Hell
Edme
yeah.
has like
True.
5.
17.
I counted.
Alright, is there anything else we found? No, I think that's about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sil will have probably one more drink.
Is this the most that we've seen him like pound down?
I mean, you haven't really seen him much in a tavern before.
True.
He is really going at that.
We were in a
character,
tavern the
isn't he?
last one.
Aye,
You'll
the
be
lad's giving
drinking.
me a run for my money.
Why are you drinking so much drink? Liquid.
It helps me.
Helps you do what?
Stay hydrated.
No, that's the exact opposite thing it does.
Gestures to my Cillian.
No, no, it doesn't.
I'm kind of
He's
savvy
clearly
on this one.
I thought that was the point of a liquid. To hydrate.
Most liquids, yes, but this liquid makes you thirsty. But people like to drink it because it makes you feel weird.
well,
Marcellin is confused.
You broke him.
It makes your brain all floaty. And people like it when you feel like that. Or at
Oh,
least
it
some
wouldn't work
people
on
like
me.
it. I'm not sure you can't be. You need a lot of them.
For your brew.
Oh, a little something what I got you.
Oh no.
Well, for me, it takes away some of the pain.
Pain no what?
Dang.
You in pain, honey?
Sababella just kind of puts up a hand and starts lighting up.
No. You're
Why
in
not?
pain. You couldn't have just said something.
Does he explain?
No.
Oh, come on now, lad. You can't just leave us in the dark like that.
I mean, he can. He doesn't exactly know us all that well.
I mean, Sababella literally points her hand. It's still glowing. Ah, look at that.
If you are in pain, perhaps a visit to the hot springs would benefit you.
A little bit. Always comes back though.
Is it like a muscle pain?
My spores can help.
I don't think it would be wise to put your spores in him when we don't really know what they do.
I know what they do.
I mean,
They
to be fair, I kind of do that sort of thing all the time. Most people don't exactly know where this comes from.
She has not put down the hand. It's
Savvy
still.
is like, dude, Junie is kind of like, at that comment, kind of scoots just a little bit further away.
I haven't gotten any complaints yet.
Well, Juniper, roll like, I don't know, history check or something.
History?
Yeah.
Oh, dearie me. Okay.
Lay on hands is a bit different from a strange man with strange spores.
Is that enough for memory?
Strange it is.
I'd
Are
say
you
more like
mentioning-
a casual memory, yeah.
Are you mentioning him limping?
No, not him limping, but you remember like, that he was leaning to one side when he walks in the cave. Like you remember that, noticing that.
Ah, that's right.
Is the word strange an insult or a compliment?
And
What is that music?
I don't know.
What is going on over there?
Background noise.
They're watching It Too in the background.
Fair enough.
It just means someone you don't know like well yet.
That's what it meant when I got called it.
Okay.
I guess Syl never answered if it was a muscle pain or something.
He just kind of looks a bit like frustrated.
I think he's getting more aggravated at us offering to help than actually considering it. We can just leave it be for now.
Yes, leave him alone.
Just remember, all of us be happy to help you out.
Nikolai's grunt. Speak for yourself.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh.
No.
As long as it does not hinder him on the battlefield, we should take him at his word.
Didn't. Never mind.
Well, I've been as effective as I am now, haven't I?
What was the? I'm sorry, Andrew, I couldn't hear you.
So he said that a bit wrong. Let me rephrase that.
I've been effective up to this point.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Okay, if Mycelium can't do this, that's fine, but you see Mycelium just hold out his hand and mushrooms sprout from the palm.
Oh.
He kind of sprinkles them up, puts them on a cloth, and then hands the cloth to Syl.
Oh.
I'd say you wouldn't be able to fully do that.
Does the hand still have mushrooms on it?
That's why I said he wouldn't be able to do that.
Oh, okay. I was
going
gonna
to
give him a high five with my glowing hand.
Terrifying.
Well, no, that was with Druidcraft.
Oh, if it was just with Druidcraft for for aesthetically, then yeah. I wasn't sure how you were doing it, so that's why I was like,
Yeah, Druidcraft.
Yeah, Druidcraft, yeah.
So he just looks at you as where I'm from. People can use that for pain relief. But just so you know, I do not know its name.
What does it do?
Pain relief.
Ooh, give me that aspirin, mushroom.
Oh my god.
Syl.
It has some negative effects. Well, not negative, just different effects.
Syl. He looks a bit aggravated, but he takes it.
Sorry if we're bothering you, just trying to make sure you're alright.
I'm fine.
Speaking
If
of
the
which,
pain ever gets bad, just sniff that.
Do you just give me, like, LSD or something?
He just
Cocaine!
Dude, he just gave you shrooms.
Yeah.
yeah, Lady's like, speaking of which, Mycelium.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go upstairs and have you looked at.
By the way, I actually just got done with a coughing fit. Oh god, yeah.
Oh no!
Oh!
What is?
Oh, it's the character, I swear.
It's the character. The character keeps him sick.
He would follow.
Huh?
He would follow.
Okay, yeah, she'll lead him upstairs so she can actually try to figure out what's wrong with him.
Okay.
You following Juniper?
Grandma? Yeah.
In which case, if you're making a medicine check, you can make it with advantage.
Okay. Yeah, to see if there's anything wrong with
What
him, and
part
maybe
is she
see
looking at?
what.
Yep, good question.
Well, you mentioned it was more in his throat, so probably
Well,
want
throat
to
and
check out.
chest.
Yeah, so probably
Respiratory
want to look
system.
at his chest and throat area.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we'll see more details about what the fuck he is. But
You're not.
here's the medicine check. There. Oh, okay.
There's definitely a rattling in his chest, which he says from the spores already. It's a little bit less congested sounding, but not by much.
It's about, I think, from what I can tell, it's about as bad as it was when you first met him now.
Yeah.
It's been getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
It got a little bit better after whatever Sabi did, but it's still about when you first met him levels, so.
That's strange. Could I see some of your spores?
Hold out your hand.
She does.
Oh my god!
Lay doesn't flinch.
It's like a smoke
Judy does!
Actually, no, he doesn't.
Left for Dead.
He doesn't cough it out. Actually, you just come out of the back of his head and then land on your head.
Is that better though?
Up to you.
Does the rattle sound less horrible, or does it sound worse?
From the back of his head.
She has the spores in her hand, and she kind of looks at that, and she's like, "Could I take a look at the back of your head?"
wouldn't recommend it.
Oh, why not?
But if you want to, you can.
For our safety or for yours?
For your sanity.
Oh.
she kind of just smiles and she's like,
I'd recommend you, Livy. Then you point at Juniper. You seem more of a skittish person.
He's got some Uzumaki shit going on back there.
yeah, really?
I'm horribly curious. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Well, I could take a look for it first if you'd like, Juniper.
She shakes her head.
All
I'll be
right.
fine.
He pulls out the tie holding his hair up and it just drops and it's about to his chest of hair.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh my god, his whole hair just drops?
Yeah, he pulls out because it was in a bun. So he
Oh,
undoes
right.
the bun basically and it
That's some big hair.
You have a lot more hair than I thought you did.
It is strangely deceptive.
Does he like part his hair or something for us to see?
I think he's
He doesn't
expecting
need
us to
to.
do it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Then Leo'll do it.
At where the center of the bun was, there's a hole.
Oh.
Have I ever seen anything like that before?
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that that's a no for me.
Correct. For both of you.
Okay.
Oh!
Well, that's different.
Difference a word.
He's, by the way, sitting down.
I'm down when he smacks, otherwise he wouldn't be able to reach.
Exactly, yeah.
Is this a normal druid thing for your circle?
Good.
Oh, what does my Celine say?
Wait, what did you ask me?
Asked if
She's
that's a
at-
normal thing for your circle.
What is a circle?
Your druid circle.
What?
I don't think he has any idea of what you're talking about.
How'd you learn what you do?
It was mostly innate, right?
Mostly. You
That's
kinda had
horrifying.
to pick it up and force it, essentially.
It was a mix of self-teaching
Self-taught.
and hearing from mushrooms.
And what from mushrooms?
Hearing from mushrooms.
Yeah, I'm gonna look in this hole. I'm not gonna put my hands on
I
it.
know.
But I'm looking at it.
Le'll look, but she's not gonna be too looking.
There's
Sorry.
nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have a brain.
Have you always had this hole in your head?
As long as I've been this person, yes.
When's your oldest memory?
What is my oldest memory?
Oh dear!
Waking up to ash and dust as you get your first look at the place around you.
I was home, or what I once called home, and I was surrounded by captors. And he just looks at me.
He was what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're quiet.
Surrounded by captors. Well, they were
Surrounded.
mostly running.
And that's the earliest thing you remember.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when was that?
I'm not that good with the concept of time.
Hmm.
Where I'm from,
Sure.
you can't see the sun. So it's kind of hard to keep track.
Where was it you came from again?
A portal.
I feel like him and Mon talked about where they came from a while ago, right?
He said there was only ground, both above and below.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could ask Mon probably more details about it then.
No, they didn't say they were from the same place.
No, no.
Oh, they didn't?
Yeah, no.
They both imply that they're from, at the very least, either mountains or Underdark-like areas.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Also,
But yeah, I'd say the inch is like the hole's like 1.5 inches, and you look in and there's just nothing.
Mm-hmm. This is some Shedinja. This is
Oh,
some
God!
Shedinja shit.
Well, both me and Taro have fucked up then.
Mm-hmm.
You
As far
do see
as-
swirls of spores in his head, though.
yeah. As far as Juniper
Interesting.
can tell, everything seems honest.
You remember that Minotaur we talked to in that last town, God? He mentioned that the only memory that he had, or the earliest memory that he had, was waking up outside the town. And I think he
I can
mentioned something about
promise
a
you
portal
my
as well.
situation was different. I can promise you that. 'Cause
Well,
that
I'm
was
saying
my
that these
earliest
portals.
memory. Yes, I had the portal was much later in life. I know that at least.
Did the
I
No,
know,
go ahead.
I know I've been alive for many years. But my earliest memory is waking up surrounded by fire. In this dust and ashen place.
It certainly ain't something that we could probably cure. Not without a lot of research.
I can show you more, but I promise you don't want to see it.
Wait, he said what?
I could show you more, but I promise you don't want to see it.
I've already seen the inside of your skull.
Yes, you have.
Well, I would love to see it, but it's up to if you're comfortable with it.
She gestures away.
You people are strange, right? Doesn't that what the word strange mean? I don't know you well.
I couldn't make out the last bit.
Yeah.
Doesn't the word strange mean you don't know them well?
You don't know the what?
You don't know them well.
Oh.
Stranger, yeah.
No, not stranger. Strange. That's
Strange?
how the word strange was described to him just now by
Oh, I see.
The word strange tends to mean you don't think like most people, or you don't act like most people.
Well,
Let's just say my form is temporary.
Temporary. You'll change into something else?
No.
What do you mean by temporary then, sweetie?
You know how you ride on a car?
Yes.
And he nods.
You're a vehicle for those
No.
things. I'm slightly confused then. I'm not quite sure I'm understanding what you're trying to say.
You see, he just looks up, opens his mouth, and a flood of spores flies out of his body,
Oh.
out of all orifices, and
mm-hmm.
then something is in the center of him.
So,
And
his
the body
body
just goes limp on the.
Okay, that's what I
Oh.
thought. Like a skin, right?
The
Like,
body just goes limp on the
like
bed.
clothes.
He wants a vessel!
Yeah, it's like a vessel.
And then
You said there's something in there?
there's almost a humanoid amount of spores in front of you.
Can we see the humanoid underneath? Inside?
There's no humanoid inside. There is something in the center. But it's like a bead or something.
How small?
How small will it be, girl?
Done.
Mm-hmm.
How small will the thing in the center be?
At the center, not super big. Big enough that the spores can come in and out freely, but not super big.
So, tennis ballish? A little smaller than that?
Smaller.
Not tennis ball,
Yeah, I was
golf
about to say.
ball-ish.
Even golf ball is pretty big. Like, you know the
Yeah.
little,
Is it a marble?
closer to a marble. The smaller
Yeah.
marbles. Not the big
Interesting.
ones.
Terrifying.
And they flood back into him when he sits back up.
Well, you're quite a special person, aren't you?
I can officially say nothing will scare me.
Lady's smiling.
Oh, I could scare you, man. But I'm not going to.
Nothing aside from you.
Well, I don't think there's anything I could help you with. Not now, anyway.
Exactly. That's kind of why I said this would be useless.
But in the future, maybe we'll find some answers for you.
Certainly sated my curiosity. Can't say that I'm too afraid of you, though, anymore, now that I know they won't infest me.
I'm just worried about that coffin.
I think the coffin is honestly the least of the worries.
It's the body negatively reacting to me being inside of it. But I feel
Did you
like
need-
that would have been harder to explain than...
Did you need a new body then?
2% snaps to looking away!
She obviously doesn't think anything of what she just said.
There may be a time, one day, maybe. Not now, though.
So you're just gonna keep coughing till your body gives out?
I don't know. I've never had it get that far.
Fucking plankton meme. I don't know, I never got this far before.
Interesting.
Well, Jeffrey's taking notes. She's been taking notes this entire time.
Oh yeah, Lay's gonna take her own notes later.
He looks over to you and holds out his hand to the paper.
Mhm.
He like holds open, like he does like the gimme motion.
Are you gonna burn the entire book?
The pages.
She'll tear out the notes and hand it to him.
He'll rip out the pages and basically burn. Yeah.
Would you like us to keep this a secret from the others?
If he just burned part of my book, I'd say that's a yes.
Let's just say I was not naturally made originally. So if it starts getting out of hand, you'll have an unwanted target.
Fair enough.
And you having that in your book
Would make it much easier for someone to find and figure out.
not.
Fair enough.
The only reason I was willing to show you people was because don't take this the wrong way, you're not very threatening. I'm not saying you are not tough, but you are to the people tracking you.
Well,
That's as close to coming. That's as close as I think I'm gonna hear you say I trust you.
I'd say that's a compliment.
I'll take it.
No, we'll keep you secret from the others for now.
You see he passes his hand underneath both of your chins? Yeah, no, you're not the people tracking me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, you're not the people tracking me.
Oh, okay. People are tracking him.
I hope not. I'm
People-
only in my early 20s.
Tracking. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess that would be it then, huh?
Junie wants to
They would-
try to talk to Sil.
I think,
Oh,
yeah.
If anyone can detect magic or can detect undead, they'll see me as something.
Oh, wait.
Ah,
I've put two and two together from previous cities.
What about those spells?
If they cast it, they'll see something's up with them.
Oh, okay.
He blips up.
Yeah.
You said detect magic and
Something that
Detect
can
undead.
detect undead.
Detect undead.
Something that can...
Anything that can
That's not a...
detect
Something
undead.
that can detect undead, yeah.
okay.
Paris, you go looking for Syl. Syl has headed in for the night.
I'll knock on his door to see if he's awake.
NPR. Is he awake or is he basically just like, no, I'm going to sleep?
Silly, come out and play.
I can't.
Oh my god! If you ever catch Junie saying anything like that, burn her. It's a fake.
NPR?
NPR isn't in voice chat.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, he's not even here?
He got muted, I think. Where is he? Somebody
Or
tag
maybe
him.
he actually
got
got
him.
tired and wanted to head out for the night.
Oh, maybe that's his way of telling us.
Well, he's online, so that's.
Oh.
That's weird.
Oh.
Well, I guess we'll just say,
We'll fill him in.
Right,
We'll
yeah.
say that you knocked
Yeah.
and he didn't answer.
yeah.
Now I guess we skip to the next morning.
Okay.
Oh,
I-
Even oh, what?
he's here.
NPR?
Hey.
Oh, there you are.
I thought I was going to end up getting on my phone because I was going to make some food, but then I was like, that's not going to take too long.
So, are you
Oh,
awake?
he mixed
like-
everything with mycelium perfect.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Oh,
later.
fuck!
Keep going.
No one say anything.
I mean, I'm awake, but
Juniper knocked on your door.
he will answer.
Bold move. Let's see how it works out for us.
Just narrating the interaction like a sportscaster.
I didn't say he opened the door.
Oh, he
He
did
say
it.
answered.
Yeah, he says
Oh,
like,
okay.
Who is
yes.
it? Yes.
It's Junie. You got a few minutes to talk.
Why?
I just want to ask you a few questions. If they're too invasive, you can tell me get the fuck out, and then I'm too nosy.
He'll open the door after a moment.
I expected it to be like super dramatic, and you like fucking magic the door open or shit.
No, I thought he just wasn't gonna open it.
Right?
That would have been fun.
May I come in? I'm not gonna push past you. I wasn't raised in a barn.
He steps like back, or he steps aside, sorry, and gestures.
Still walking.
Wait, hold on. I thought it was Lay that knocked at the door.
No.
No.
Juniper.
Taru did say it was Juniper. It was Taru who said that Juniper knocked at the
Yeah.
door.
This changes everything. Slams door.
Yeah, would you have reacted differently or same?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, I know Juniper's the one that came in. I'm just saying, like, initially I thought it was like Lay was coming to the door.
Oh, no, Lay's not there.
Okay.
I love the idea. She opens the door, you see Mount Cillian scroll past for no apparent reason.
Oh my god. You're a little bit more confrontational down at what is the main area of a fucking inn called? Help me.
The
Frost speak?
no. The opening area. I know what she's trying to refer to. I don't know what it's called either.
The opening room of the inn? You mean like the
I don't know.
tavern?
Like
I don't know, like
it's
the common
tavern.
area?
That works. Yeah.
Yeah, the common room.
The common area.
We'll use that word.
Okay.
In the area. Feeling alright? I ain't ever seen you get that snippy.
Just some things I'd rather not talk about. Everyone was pressing for me to talk about it.
That's fair. It can be overwhelming. I'm assuming, however, that lean of yours is not something fixable.
I don't think so. Tried a lot of things to eat it. I don't think these mushrooms will work. But,
I think it's much
one more thing
that
to
I'm
try.
sure. Do you mind if I just take a look? I certainly ain't no cleric, but I've had my share of wounds to at least have an idea of what it might be, maybe.
He closes the door. And he will lift his shirt. I'm joking. Yeah, he he's like Benjamin Button.
Just getting younger.
2 years old. But yeah, he lifts up his shirt. And sort of he's facing the side. And you see this massive Taro shit. You see this like really long, very gnarly burn scar. It goes from like it goes like from somewhere below his like trouser line up his side and somewhat to his back, and it goes up to his like shoulder blade, like top of near the top of the shoulder, and it covers sort of just a bit past the center line of his back, and like maybe, and then yeah, that'll be like the rightmost boundary, I guess, and then the left boundary will be like, I don't know, somewhere underneath his arm.
Alright. Did you... Forgive me, but I am curious. This wouldn't happen to have anything to do with your...
My potions, no. Well, not with my potions.
Someone else's?
You
With
cannot
similar
handle
skills?
my potion.
Damn it, funny!
He doesn't answer.
So very sore spot for you.
Well,
What the fuck is that noise?
it's Guru doing something.
Yeah, it typically means like something's nearby.
You both hear that.
Hold on.
And as you guys kind of glance around, it's in the direction of the door.
I put my shirt on.
Hmm?
And I walk up to the door.
The door has a piece of paper that has been
It's
apparently
Taru.
slid underneath it.
It's Taru. She's scuttling around outside.
I'll pick up the paper.
It has Sill. It's a little bit like scratchy writing, but it's clearly says his name on it.
She'll hand it to him.
I open it.
One second here. I'm gonna type this to you.
Oh boy.
I'm looking at it, Don.
allowed.
No, I'm looking at it, Don.
Oh, so you're just gonna look over his shoulder at it?
He's like damn near the same height.
Hold on.
Well, firstly, he's 6'1". Secondly,
Yeah, I was about to say.
Secondly, he would get a very quick look at it himself to see what it was about, to decide whether it would be okay for Juniper to see.
Fair enough. Tall, vast.
I'll have you know, his secrets are not silly, Oz. They're very serious.
Secret, serious, secret, silly.
I like this bread.
I'm sorry. I just suddenly hear out of the silence. I like this bread.
You hear thudding in the distance as Mycelium accidentally falls down the stairs.
You hear Nikolai in the distance yell, "What happened down there?" as he pokes his head out of the room.
Is this in the morning or is this still in the evening?
This is still in the evening.
This is them like just ad-libbing some stuff.
In the background.
Syl. Syl opens the door immediately after he reads the first bit, and he looks around.
You look. You see Nikolai poking their head out. You see that Mon fell down the stairs.
Also
Not Mon,
pokes her head out.
Mycelium fell down the stairs.
If it was Mycelium, Sababella absolutely pokes her head out the door.
Yeah, Sababella Mon is also poking their head. Basically, their entire body is outside of Nikolai's room, just kind of looking back, just like.
My sideburns are fucking popped. I took them out of the braids.
He goes back in and closes the door.
Yep.
I go downstairs to help Mycelium.
Huh?
Come on, lad, get yourself up.
By the way, he did do his hair back up in the bun.
Yeah, I gotta make sure no one else sees the Uzumaki.
Is there any indication, like, that I would know who wrote this?
The handwriting is very. Actually, don't check. Make sure I'm saying this right.
Poor Mycelium got fucked up. Just absolutely fucked up.
If that's what Nikolai does, Syl
Roll an intelligence check.
Syl puts a bucket on his head and like steals
What?
shit.
Intelligence.
Yes.
An absolute power move.
What does Syl do? I'm sorry, I heard
If you-
Nikolai's name.
If you did like the Skyrim yell, he would put a bucket on your head.
I'm gonna Skyrim yell, puts bucket on your head, as is deserved.
Now you can't see or hear.
Can't believe shit, actually.
I'm glad I got that roll.
DMing you what you figured out from that.
Actually, I'll say this out loud. Do I know if kobolds prefer that kind of script?
That is one of the languages they know.
Okay.
That's one of the main languages they know, besides Common.
Okay. I put the piece of paper away. Anyway, sorry about that.
Tell me what that was about, or am I going to be in the dark?
I mean, I'm in the dark as well. I have no idea what it was about. I have a feeling it was Mon, but
Can I see?
I'd rather not.
Fair enough.
Oh.
If anything, the writing of my name is much the same as the handwriting on the inside. I assume that's right.
Yeah.
Back to that. She points to the area on his womb.
Oh yeah, he takes the shirt off again. Oh, he doesn't. No, did he take
Takes the shirt off
He
again.
pulls his shirt up.
Oh, just in time, eh, Taru?
Hey, I was here the entire time. You think I'm gonna miss this shit?
I mean,
Just
yeah,
responded in time, man.
fan service, you know.
No.
Can I roll a medicine check to see, like, if I can get an idea on if this was, like, fire, if it's an acid burn, or...
Sure.
Ooh!
Oh, not bad.
Well, not entirely sure what this is. It seems that in some it seems kind of a bit sort of patchy, almost. Like parts of it seem more acidic, part of it seem more fiery.
Jeez.
It looks like he got hit with both.
Yeah, part of it. Yeah, like it's like part of it, like other kinds of burns. What other kinds of burns are there?
I mean, frostbite could technically count as a type of burn.
Yeah,
That would
yeah,
be one
but
that
part of it
should be
would
on
be
there.
like. Part of it seems like some of the patches seem like they were frostbitten, and the flesh.
It looks like Deadpool's face.
Oh my god!
Not quite.
But close.
I don't think that anyone would have encountered radiation burns yet in this world.
No.
Oh, wow.
There are some patches which you're unaware about.
You look like Windsor from Fallout.
Why do you know all the types of burns, Haru?
Reasons.
Some electric burns. Thank you very much, Taru.
I needed to know for work, okay?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I had to
She's an
get
artist.
certified.
Yeah, of
Well-
course. You gotta know how to draw all those kind of things. Good.
I worked in the produce department. I need to know different kinds of birds, and then security also had me know these things. So.
Yeah.
Security, I can see. Produce department has me confused, but I'll ask later.
She didn't say produce, did she?
Yes.
I
Yes,
thought
she
you
did.
just said grocery.
No, produce specifically.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I was not using my human ears to listen.
Have you ever seen carrot burns? God.
Carrot!
Shh, we have to
Anyway.
continue.
Yes.
Continue.
Yeah. So
This?
yeah.
I've been hit a lot of...
Yeah.
There's no way that you've been told that this could be healed at all?
Well, they tried their best. At this point, I'm not even sure it's physical pain.
More emotional?
Maybe.
Then I'm gonna go with my...
Under his breath, but yeah.
You know exactly who you're dealing with!
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my hunch. I broke character, I just stopped our shit! I'm sorry!
Hunch.
Gonna go with my hunch and say this close if it's emotional pain more than physical. She'll stand back up fully, because I'm sure she had to at least somewhat crouch to see this. But,
Only somewhat. I mean, you're 5'4", he's 6'1", so it's...
again, only somewhat.
You wouldn't even technically have to crouch, you just have to look down.
Yeah, but knowing Junie, she wanted to get close.
Fair enough.
You can at least be relieved to know that you certainly won't have a good shot at getting another one of these while hanging out with the rest of us. I don't know how much relief that could give you, though.
Well, I was lucky to survive the first time, so yeah, he put his shirt back on.
She sends him a smile. I am thankful,
Yeah.
however.
And yes, he does seem as awkward as I'm acting.
I will say that I do appreciate you trusting me enough to show this.
I'm more okay showing the burns.
Showing what?
I'm more okay showing the burns, not public, obviously, but less everything else.
Oh, trust me, I don't want to see everything else.
No, not. He just. Is that all?
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm not good with social situations, and you just showed me your chest, so I'm still kind of mentally recovering from it.
How does the chest look?
You're. It looks.
It's lightly toned because of all the throwing he does.
Yeah.
It's lightly
He's got a
toned.
body.
He's got 13 strength, so he's slightly stronger than your average bear.
Yeah. Except not, because an actual bear would kick your ass.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
It was your.
I love the fucking reaction. That's what got me.
So yes, slightly toned, more towards the lean, kind of slim, kind of look.
Because I'm like this, I don't appreciate the trust. Even if it ain't the extent of your scars. I'm assuming you want me to get out of your hair.
Yes, please.
Have a-
Also, Oz, I'm sure you were asking for Tari, of course.
Have a good night, Sil. Jeannie will head back to her room and slam the door shut. Oh my god! And just sink to the ground.
Hey, some people are trying to sleep.
Fuck you!
Is gonna go to.
I am literally hauling a fucking fur the stairs. Don't test me, Paris. And I know you're not a furball, Butters, but this is all I got in character.
That's fair.
Also, you didn't hear that. That
Wait,
wasn't
what
quite as
happened?
loud as you think.
You slammed the door.
Oh, the door, yes.
What do you mean I'm purple?
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
He's clearly a furbolg. Look at him.
Alright, I'm asleep.
Oh,
I haul this man's.
Alright.
all I just
He gets
her
he
sitting
can
in front
stand.
Mm-hmm.
like curled up in a little ball for a few minutes.
I was gonna say Lay's not there, so.
Oh.
She's just downstairs talking
She's
to the
going
tavern
party.
owner. It's okay.
She only has to trance. Let her be.
It's a trance.
Yeah, she don't have to worry about sleep that bad.
Something happens in Sababella and Mycelium's room, and that's probably going to worry Sababella.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
When Mycelium goes to sleep, his body doesn't move. Any of it. And his eyes stay awake, like open. So it's like, it doesn't look like he's breathing.
Just
I'm dead.
constantly awake, like, is he dead?
I'm
Fuck you,
gonna like
Nicholas.
slap him a little bit at some point if I notice. That's a big if.
If it so wait, do you notice?
Depends on who falls asleep first.
He does it instantly.
Okay.
He doesn't have to wait.
No, because I gave you your priority, so I notice.
Just imagine the whole, like, sound of, like, the sound of falling into a bed. It's like the... But it's just like... Just
Oh my
stops.
god.
Yeah, it's just You just gotta see like he looks like and he also lays down on top of the covers.
Uh-huh.
He's doing all of the things.
Yeah, like it's just very strange seeing this man sleep.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go play in the snow now.
Hold on. Syl is gonna knock
Oh.
on Nikolai and...
Matt, did you notice you said about 11?
What?
I can roll perception if you want.
I'm not
He's
curious. If you didn't notice, you didn't notice.
Nah, I didn't.
Oh yeah, okay.
NPR's knocking on Nikolai and Mon's door.
He is.
Booty call.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
better-
Nikolai is probably the one who opens it. Yes.
Can I speak to Mon?
You thirsty bitches.
Eh?
And also, before you ask Oz, his shirt is on.
I wasn't gonna ask.
She was just thinking.
Mon will scuttle out.
Nikolai will close the door again.
You're on your own, Slam.
Alright.
Was that you?
Maybe.
The note. Is is it an obvious tell?
It's an obvious like again very bundled up, but like you see like them like fully tilting their head back so that their beady little eyes can peek out of their the shadows of their hood, and when right before they say maybe, you just watch as the eyes just slide to the side, just like maybe.
So it was you, the note.
You looked upset. They weren't paying attention. I paid attention when you told them about your goals, what you had to do.
In the informant place.
Yeah, I was there. People forget about me a lot. I'm small. People forget. I don't forget. You have the look and the feeling of someone who's lost things. You're strange. I'm strange, but kind of like starts rubbing at their shoulder slowly. Did you have to give things up to get to where you are?
Yes.
You're like me. But you're taller.
What are you getting at?
We're both strange. We both had to give things up. And we've both lost things. If someone hurts you, I'll kill them.
Good to know.
I love the idea of someone random just walking by and hearing that being said. And
Yeah, they hear that one sentence. Just like, what?
And hear I love the idea of my sibling heard it. He just goes, fun. And just keeps walking.
Oh my god!
Guru, did you see what I DM'd you?
I did.
Thank you.
Make a perception check with disadvantage because the door's between you.
Oh, motherfucker. I'm proficient. Does that neutralize it?
No.
That's a good question.
No, that's your proficiency bonus. So don't need any of that.
Disadvantage. That's 13 plus 6. 19.
Okay. You're getting... it's a little bit muffled, so it's hard to make out every word, especially since Mon is not talking very loud, but you're kind of picking up on bits and pieces of it.
I got you, motherfuckers. I hear you.
the part that you hear the clearest is ironically the last line that he's just said.
Okay.
Just something Mon just like if anyone tries to hurt you, I'll kill them. Just and it's just the tone, it's just this very matter of factness that you haven't really heard much of from Mon.
Okay. I hear this. If they start to approach the door to come back in there, Nikolai will scramble over to the bed, look like he didn't hear anything.
Like a fucking lizard on the kitchen floor.
Yeah. He doesn't have his armor on, so he should be more stealthy?
If he doesn't have armor on, he'd be more stealthy, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he's just gonna do that.
Yeah. But Mon is like staring at you, waiting to see what your response is.
Well, he goes, well, good to know, I guess. I don't need someone else to protect me, though.
I don't think you get it. It's not about protecting you. You can protect you. But sometimes you need to travel with a pack. If you don't travel with a pack, then when you're sleeping, you can't protect yourself. When you're looking away, you can't protect yourself. If you have someone to look behind you, then you're in a pack. You have someone who will make sure that you can keep protecting yourself, even when others will think that you can't. It didn't make sense.
I understand what you mean. Suppose that's what the party is for. We've been doing shifts and such.
I've noticed it too.
Well, thank you. I will keep it in mind. And he heads off back to his room. Have a good night.
Good night. He mutters something, but he says it in Draconic, so you don't know what he says.
Or do I?
You don't speak Draconic.
Yeah. He's praying.
I was.
It kind of looks like he says a prayer, yeah.
Kind of like I was debating whether taking Draconic instead of Abyssal, but yeah.
I mean, each one will have their own place to pop up.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna unmute now because I was too aggressive.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Still doesn't. Voice chat privileges. Was it because you're trying not to scream?
Yeah, I get way too hyped when Syl's doing stuff. Anyway.
Damn, Taru, don't even try and hide the thirst.
It's too late now. It's too late now. I was gonna say, for sake of time, Lay does want to talk to the tavern owner about other questions and stuff if they're there.
Such as?
Basically, if I guess who runs the town, basically?
It's just for sake of brevity, it's essentially a council. Like each person will like throw in their vote, and there's a few people like the tavern owner, the blacksmith, the tanner, certain people who are prominent figures who will actually go out and speak with people from the outside who are technically on the council. It's just a matter of basically who shows up at that point.
Okay. Is there any, I don't know, feuds or anything going on between any of
Thus far, not really. The closest thing to a feud between them hasn't been between anyone in the village, but rather between their village and the other Dueling Peaks village. But that's been kind of shut off since the tunnel collapsed.
Okay. What town are we in? What's it called again?
Dual Peaks.
Yeah, Dual Peaks.
Okay, and the town that they got cut off from is they kind of had a thing.
Yes, which technically speaking is also called Dual Peaks, which is why they
Dang
had
it,
so
Drew.
much of a no. That's they both named themselves Dual Peaks, and that's why they have this rivalry because it's like we're going to Dual Peaks. Which one?
Guru.
So Dual Peak and Dueling Peaks.
Yes.
Guru, you can literally never say shit about any time that we ever make similar anything.
Yeah, this is for all the times you've done this to me.
You as the DM know better than to do this.
No, I as the DM know that it's human nature to watch people fuck around like this.
Then you can't complain about it anymore.
I can complain about it because I have to say all your names and such. And
Anyway,
What kind of feud was it exactly?
mostly just like trying to get more of the caravans to come to one than the other.
Oh, okay.
Especially since if they were coming from the west, they would have been coming around the mountains, which means they'd go to Dueling Peaks first.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's to the north. Whereas if they're coming from the south, they'd go to Dual Peaks first because that is the closest to the south.
Okay, then they have something to gain from these merchants disappearing.
They do. However, it also means that the ones who go there do sometimes come to Dual Peaks to also check out their wares, see what all's going on between them. So it does mean that they're still losing a lot by having the people from the west caravanners going missing.
Okay, so they're still losing more overall.
Yes, overall they're still losing.
Okay, is there any other way to get over there?
Walking just over there.
Okay, so we could just walk there
You can
traveling.
literally just walk there, normal travel. It's just that the underground path was more convenient because, one, it's warmer,
Mm-hmm.
and two, it allowed for a bit more safety.
Okay, and...
Like the falling rocks.
Yeah. And, do they have any idea what might have caused that collapse? In the mines? Just normal mine shit, or...
Normal mine shit.
Okay.
At least that's what they've been told. They're not a miner.
Okay. And have they heard from travelers or, anyone else if there's been anything weird going on in the mountains? Like different new beasts or anything like that?
Yeah. There have been a lot more large unidentifiable tracks, particularly around Dueling Peaks. No one's really sure. I mean, they're big tracks, humanoid in nature, almost like giant boots. But that also means that if it's a creature that just has a footprint in that kind of shape, they can't distinguish it from snowshoes, boots, anything of that nature.
Okay. I think that's the bulk of all the questions I wanted to ask, so.
Cool.
Alright, cool. After that, she'll, I guess, go to sleep. Go to trance.
are you in the
Later,
corner of the common area trancing?
Oh, no, I mean in the bedroom, of course.
Okay.
You get 4 hours, you wake back up, you're fine.
Cool. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I guess I'll write or something in the meantime. I have so much free time.
The life of an elf.
So you
And
guys,
that's it.
you guys spend the night. You wake up, and you guys can act for the day as needed.
Cool.
Junie looks exhausted.
Road trip time. Again.
Again.
The second time in a row.
You sound so disappointed.
We just got to this one place and now we gotta go to another place.
Nicole's like, can we just sit for a fucking day? God.
Technically speaking, you did.
Sababella's ready. She's
Let us
go.
board cart.
How's Sabby looking, actually?
She looks fine. Why wouldn't she?
Pep and step to dwarf.
Oh yeah.
Seal.
I'm just like naturally healthy, you know.
Naturally healthy.
Seal.
Seal. Seal Nikolai.
Seal.
Seal. Are
Seal.
your aches and pains still aches and pains?
I thought she said, "Are your eggs and pans still eggs and pans?"
No.
In the morning,
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
just like kind of goes, yes, and goes to get breakfast.
Yep, you're able to get breakfast. Simple enough.
We get
Fill up.
we get breakfast, then we go, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
into the
You
cart.
fill. As soon as you guys are getting into the cart, you just see Mon just toddle on over, hop into the cart after a little bit of struggling to hop into the cart.
No, Nikolai would absolutely assist him.
He, after
That's-
being assisted, just gets into the cart, sits down, pulls out like 4 blankets, and just shoomp, covers himself.
Oz,
Yes.
if you want to get with Syl, you gotta respect his boundaries.
I don't think Nikolai's interested.
Nikolai was talking about Mon.
Yeah, Mon.
Oh.
Mon is struggling to get into the thing because
No, about
Yeah.
Nikolai asking about his
He's just asking if you were okay. Jesus Christ.
boundaries. I'm joking.
boundaries.
Okay.
Just don't ask anything. Just let him die.
Oh. Alright, oh, sorry.
It's more just like you get the sense it's just 2 in the morning. That it's too early in the morning to. Think
He's
about
not a
it.
morning person.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-mm.
I guess we saddle up the horses and
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
trundle on out.
Okay. So you guys make your way towards Dueling Peaks. As you're traveling, for the most part it's pretty quiet, not a whole lot. But as you're approaching, you start to hear this.
Ah, that
Oh,
shit again.
not
Oh,
again.
there it is again.
Got my shield up again, Guru.
Okay, what is it? Can I detect, perceive what it is, where it might be coming?
Yeah.
Perception checks.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I want to do it.
It's a 15 plus 6 for a 21.
That's sure as hell not gonna be.
What are we
good.
perceiving?
Oh, look at all these great perceptions.
Yay!
You hear a howling sort of sound, like a. But
Look at all these
a little
good,
throatier
like,
than
21 perception checks.
My throat's not allowing me to get it as
Oh, do you want me to?
boisterously as I wish.
Oh, I
I'm
got
fine.
you if you want me.
I'm fine, no worries, no worries.
Matt's so excited to be a sound guy.
I mean, if
He's
you want to,
looking
sure,
ready.
go ahead and try.
If you don't know, if you don't want me to, it's alright.
I appreciate it.
Hmm.
Anyone else wanting to roll a perception check?
Yes.
Just making sure.
Me.
You want me to roll it for you?
Mhm.
I wasn't going to roll it without your
Approval.
I don't know what I'm rolling for, but sure.
perception.
Perception on whoosh.
That's the wrong character sheet. I was like, that doesn't look like the right perception check. Which one is it? That's a 9.
Yeah, those two myceliums.
Nice.
No, I had Mon's sheet open. Don't worry, Mon also got a 6. Mon is underneath blankets.
Alright. Roll the lowest. I appreciate that.
For the people who rolled above a 15, or 15 above rather, it sounds like a wind, just the wind. But with your perception checks, you'd notice that most of the trees are fairly stationary. There's only some that are towards the mouth of a cave, where the trees near that entrance are moving.
Uh-oh. How
I
far
don't
away?
notice shit, so.
I mean, it looks like it's the path that you're going to eventually have to take is leading towards that cave.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Nice.
Trees are moving over near that cave, and he will point it out to the people who did not perceive it.
I appreciate this. I look
I
over
can't
towards
see
this
anything
cave.
anyway.
Okay.
Oh, maybe that's the cave they were talking about yesterday with the cave in.
Oh,
It
God,
could be.
not another cave.
I
I'll
guess
pull
there's
out a
only
torch
one.
to be ready.
Only one way to really find out what's
Yeah.
in there.
Getting fucking ready. Nikolai's, of course, keeping an eye and an ear out for anything that might be trying to sneak up on him. Or
There's no chance anyone could potentially give me something better than a torch, is there?
Can you do me a favor? Can you send me my spell list, please? A picture of it?
I gotta. Nikolai hands her his old warhammer.
Oh,
Juniper.
Can you lift?
Okay.
hello.
Yes?
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
I was just gonna say, I'll post some.
I did see. I did see.
Yeah, okay.
Nikolai would honk and grunt in response. He'd be like, "Yeah, it's okay. Good, bro."
At the question of can you lift, she lifts up the warhammer one-handed and just stares at it.
Very reassuring.
This is best.
I'm stronger than you give me credit for.
You were short. I and kind of.
Sababella fucking looks back. Like,
Go on, finish it, big man.
I'll knock you right out of this fucking
No.
cactus. What are you
Let her
saying about
finish.
short people?
Humans, short humans.
oh shit! Now Sababella's looking at Juniper like,
Last
oh
time-
shit.
Last I checked, you were a human too, unless you want to tell me otherwise.
No, that's okay.
She's looking at his ears. She can tell where she's looking.
I am a human.
Sounds like a non-human would say.
The best.
Why are you bullying him? He's a human.
Get in the line! Look at us shit!
Oh my goodness.
This is actually the best.
There's a reason he is a negative one. Oh, sweetie. Do I gotta roll deception?
Yes!
He's gonna roll better. He's gonna roll better. Look.
I got an 8.
DM.
There it is!
It's still rolled better, yeah. So yeah, no, he's human. There it
Who's human?
Nikolai.
So just for that's what I thought.
is. There's something off about this, man.
She already knows.
You have wings.
Oh my god.
Humans can be a little strange looking sometimes.
Juniper's eyebrows raised with the absolutely really.
You see how Sylvian actually grows like a natural smile?
Oh no.
Nice.
He mumbles that you will be useful one day.
Butters.
This game could not get edgier now.
Just fucking rude.
And he pats him on the back.
I was just hoping for the day Nikolai would give me a chance or fucking a shot to just fucking out. Just get ready to out him, just like fucking bet.
So,
Yeah, let's get in this cave before we get even worse shenanigans.
With
No.
Sylvian's ideals or things he wants to do, we have any clue with Nikolai from what he's looked into?
No.
no.
Because that's exactly what he was looked into and read about.
Well, yeah, he looked into a
That
lot
stuff,
about
yeah.
it. I'd say he wouldn't be able to identify anything regarding Nikolai. That's the main thing. Obviously, that is a big thing that, Nikolai did, I'm aware. But without Nikolai being able to confirm it themselves, it's speculation. You can have an idea, obviously, but
You can ask him, but the results will vary.
I know the name of the race is my question.
what?
Would I know what an ASMR is?
I'll allow it.
Wait, Guru, would I know what an...
Roll a religion check.
No! She's lying, so yeah, that's...
Hell yeah!
Yes,
Oh.
you are very much aware of what an ASMR is. You understand various points that they look human. Or
Does
rather,
she know-
they look humanoid. They can be in various shapes in people and types, ranging from humans to... I mean, there's been a few others that have risen up in history.
You can't be mad at me, I'm not the one who's about to out you.
The wings is only one type. There are other types, so it's not a definitive, yes, this is an ASMR sort of thing, but it's...
I mean... Might say, hey, are you an ASMR?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it either.
Yeah.
But Sababella was...
No, I said he
like-
did just...
Oh, he did.
What?
Oh.
He just... And Guru, right before I call... Right as I think of that, I will cast...
Cast
Who's
what?
I will cast a spell.
Oh, wait.
Which spell?
You- Can't hear what he's saying.
Type it out, my man.
I DM'd it to you.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, cool.
Fuck,
while
what did
you're
he
reading
say?
that- so basically, Sababella,
Alright.
rolling that terrible insight, was like,
Maybe he's just fucking around. Maybe just mess around casting like he usually does.
but then she starts to think. And she
And
doesn't
I said-
think a lot, but
Marceline just straight up says out loud, hell, are you an ASMR?
and then when she hears that, like everything's starting to come together. She's like,
She's like that one meme of
then-
Kronk.
Right.
she's gonna do divine sense.
Yeah, it's all coming
Just like,
together.
oh, is he?
Does the kind of ASMR he is actually...
you
'cause, like,
wouldn't
he's
be
not-
able to sense it with divine sense to sense the celestial, like...
Would I
a
know
humanoid.
that?
Wait, Guru.
With a natural 20, I'd say yes.
Okay, then I would not.
hmm
He's not exactly a protector, so I don't know if they'd recognize...
You're definitely strange. Like, even with a natural 20,
Oh.
that's not high enough to know more details regarding what you are.
Okay.
But,
Yeah, Marceline's just asking.
yeah, he's just asking.
Nikolai wrinkles his nose and says, no!
Hey, Guru, I'd like to roll inside at advantage because I used enhanced ability.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I insight that too? Because out of character, Lay's known this shit for a while, I think. I
Right.
asked this a long time ago. She just hasn't said anything.
Oh yeah, she knows. She doesn't know what kind
Oh
he is.
no, I
though.
rolled a 1 and a 2. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Guru, I was getting...
Oh my
Oh,
god.
you were on roll 20? Okay, you roll. My apologies.
I said I was getting out of the roadside
Oh,
loaded.
Do we get advantage because we know?
I was
No.
gonna say, yeah, since I already knew for a while, can I get advantage?
If you already knew, then why are you rolling?
Just to see if
Just
he's
to call him
really
out on his
trying to
bullshit
lie?
even more?
You
Alright, so
already know.
Sababella's gonna let all that happen and just like keep looking. Like
Right,
the wind
same.
is still a big thing going on here.
I'm
Yeah.
turning back to the cave. Judy was gonna be nice, but then look at myself. Okay.
Do them dirty in front of their own squad.
Perhaps we
Yep.
should turn our attention to the actual mission.
Already turned, sweetheart. Now you just stuck back there while we drive.
He rolls off the cart.
The fucking meme of Garnet from Steven Universe where she rolls up the van.
So I gotta roll deception, I guess.
That absolute panic. That's not a good noise.
I rolled a 3, which is a 2.
So even
Wow.
the 8 still knows that
Oh my god.
you know rolls out of the cart to immediately get away. Everyone watching. Yeah, he's lying.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Marceline actually steps off the cart to get next to you. Who speaks to you? Marceline's interested in something. It's scary to some people.
Yeah, it actually is kind of scary considering I know what the hell is going on with him now.
Nikolai doesn't actually roll out of the card. I was joking. That was a joke.
Okay,
Guru, get us into this cave, please.
hold on.
Please.
Brazilian had a question that he asked.
Okay.
I didn't unhear that. Go ahead.
I said,
Mason.
who speaks to you? Yeah, I say that
To Nikolai.
to Nikolai.
Fucking terrified.
You right now.
That's fair.
I love this
I
man.
need your help.
Oh. Nikolai is just looking at him like, what the fuck are you talking With what? With what?
He's gonna be thinking.
He's thinking, wow. A concept.
Wow.
A middleman.
What did he say? He's too quiet.
A middleman.
A metal man?
Middle.
Middleman.
Oh.
Middle. No. Middle.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Guru,
put too much d and t.
I should ask who does speak to me, because that's like a thing.
You don't always know who your guide is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I? I don't know, do I?
It's been a while since you've spoken with them.
Okay, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Are you a part of a clergy at all? I've seen you cast those type of spells. That is why I asked.
Yes.
Whose?
Ah, shit, how do I say this? Okay. I'm gonna type it in chat, because I'm just gonna humiliate
I
myself.
love the
Don't
idea
put it in
that
roll 20. I can't see it.
Oh,
Oh, I can now. I'm on
Erroneous?
it. Now you can-
Erroneous. Yeah, it's Erroneous.
I love the idea
Erroneous.
that Nikolai's getting more and more comfortable.
Who is that? The god of? What is he? They the.
I don't like this conversation.
I do.
Hold on. You said it out
Okay.
loud, so
Disengage! Disengage! Disengage!
war,
Guru, I'd like to disengage as an action.
conflicts, whether they're the little ones or big ones.
We need to speak to your god at some point. And he just nods. He goes back to whatever he was doing.
Nikolai just sitting there like, ugh!
You watch as Molly like turns to look at Nikolai with like like a small wide like wide like faintly glowing eyes because of these shadows over their eyes. I helped.
Ah, he's so cute!
You did a very good job.
I've been studying.
Smart boy. Smart little Logan. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. Alright, we gotta get into this stupid cave.
Just so you know, one last thing. This morning he handed Nikolai a note. This
He
morning.
gave me a note, bitch. I would have read that.
Oh, it says open only if I die.
No!
Wow.
I can't help but feel like I know what's in there.
So, you guys trek through the snow. It takes you some time. It's about a little after noon by the time you actually get there. And as you guys feel some of the cold, like a cold winter wind blowing out of this cave across your faces, and you begin to enter it, we're gonna have to call the session there.
Okay, yeah, I thought this might be a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good time.
Oz,
Oh, Guru, it's like the
What do you want to say to me?
I'm so sorry. I didn't think that he would fucking run at you like that.
Ran right up on you.
I didn't think he would come straight for your fucking wig. I just
Who?
figured you'd leave it.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Of course I would. He's what I need.
Doesn't he?
You're not. Hope you know, Oz. You're not dying now.
You'll never die.
Oh
now.
wow, I have a bodyguard, which I very much needed.
You are the bodyguard.
Yeah, I know.
My temp HP lethal, thank you.
That's a big lethal.
That being
It
said,
is.
for
Yeah.
everyone who has been watching with us, thank you all so much for doing so. We will be entering into the mines of the Dueling Peaks next time and seeing what all is going on there. This episode apparently was more character building, and I loved it. We didn't get to the my tea stuff, but everyone else was pouring their own tea, and I was just chef kiss.
What
So-
is your tea? I'm so scared.
It's like
I
the
wanna
Kronk. Grr, it's like the Kronk meme for Mycelian right now.
Oh, yeah, it's all coming
It's like
together.
everybody.
Yeah, oh
Pretty
yeah,
much.
it's all coming together.
Yep.
You're a cleric, Asimar. You are genuinely in his mind what he needs bad.
Run.
Baby, it's you.
So, for
I have so
everyone
many
who's
potential
watching back at
pairing.
home, thank you all so much for watching with us. This has been it's been amazing, and we will pick this back up next week where we'll see what's going on in these mines. So until next session, we are What Team Comp, and we'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
Bye.